Yeah, let's bring it back home and get a check outside. And yesterday, a weird day, at least for me. It was a lot of rain in the morning and then a nice day to get stuff done outside.
Yeah, it wasn't bad in the afternoon. It was nice and quiet yesterday, too, after that morning rain. Yeah, much needed rain for a lot of areas, Dave. We've gotten kind of dry over the last couple weeks, exception being down towards the Akron area. You've had some good downpours. But in terms of your weather impact today, we've got more scattered rain and storms on the way, and then we've got more storms on the way for your Father's Day weekend. So a lot to talk about here in the forecast. We're starting on the warm side, though. Look at this, 67 degrees. The dew point's elevated, so you've got that muggy feel to it. We're in the 60s area wide, warmest out towards the west. The wind is on the light side as well. And dew points, which measure how muggy it feels, those are in the 60s this morning. So you're wearing that air as you're heading out. Pretty humid start to the day. We've had a little bit of fog, even some haze around across the majority of northeast Ohio. Some of this left over from just the rain yesterday. We've got a lot of lingering moisture, and we still do have some of that atmospheric smoke around, producing some of that haze. In terms of rainfall, though, we've got a little bit of light rain moving through Cuyahoga County right now. This is leftovers of what were bigger storms back towards Indiana about 12 hours ago. Notice we've got a pretty decent downpour getting ready to head through downtown. This rain will remain mainly just kind of isolated here this morning, but there's a frontal boundary out towards the west, and you see these storms down towards Indianapolis. This whole area of storms will start to slide our way with more downpours later this morning, and with a little daytime heating will likely spark a few thunderstorms off of this once we get into the midday and afternoon hours. In terms of severe threat, that's mainly out towards Pennsylvania, but we can't rule out a stronger storm or two, especially the further east you are, because you'll have longer to kind of destabilize as we go throughout the day. This isn't going to be a widespread severe threat kind of day, but we'll have to keep our eye on some of these storms, especially in our far eastern counties this afternoon. So in terms of the forecast, here comes the rain. We'll likely have rain, few rumbles around through at least the afternoon hours, and then we'll start to clear out this evening. National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. Our in-house model brings in a pretty good batch of rain from Indianapolis. That brings that rain through here later this morning. Some good downpours around. Here's your storm threat this afternoon with a little daytime heating, eastern counties. And then notice by that evening rush hour and beyond, we're saying goodbye to the rain. Still some leftover rain and clouds around in spots, but overall we'll start a drying trend that takes shape this evening. Tonight, we're fine. We're post front. We'll cool down. We'll be back into the 50s, kind of a windows open night. Haven't had one of those in a couple nights. Could have some fog around here tomorrow morning with that moisture, and tomorrow looks great. Sunshine, a few passing clouds will be into the 70s. How much rain in the forecast? Well, it doesn't fall evenly in thunderstorms, but in half an inch to an inch is certainly possible with some of these downpours. There's your number on the year. We do have a surplus at all of our major hubs, but we could use more rain. That's just kind of how June goes around here. I mentioned that low off towards the north. Here's the problem. It's bringing a northwest flow back in here. Uh-oh, it's back. Atmospheric smoke from those wildfires in Canada. You'll notice hazy skies throughout the day tomorrow. We are not going to have that blue sky. It's going to be hazy once again. A lot of this is going to remain elevated. Could have some atmospheric smoke down at the surface, though, as well, with air quality issues. Notice we get drier air behind that front on Tuesday. Then we're back to the humidity. And we're back to rain chances. I mentioned this weekend we've got rain chances coming in mainly on Saturday. Your long ranger forecast will show that rain as it exits and we dry out for a couple days. We've got another round of rain and storms that'll move in here, especially on Saturday, could linger into Sunday. Medina Country Club 10-day forecast showing a warm and hazy sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday before the rain returns for your upcoming weekend. Danita?
All right, thank you, Matt.